Kitkats can read. Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be bringing you my World of Cats TBR for the month of September. I'm sorry that it's late. I was umming and ahhing whether I was going to do this, but I always have fun when I do it and I regret when I don't. So I'm going to do it, I'm going to work with it and then choose books from it that I like from YALC books that are going to be at YALC. This TBR is not set in stone. I could change books like all the time. I allow myself to do that because I'm a mood reader. I just try my best to stick to it if I possibly can. But I always try and use prompts if they come up to pick my reads as well. So without further ado, let's get started by playing the game. And first of all, we choose the TBR games that go towards the colour cats on the board. Hello, welcome to the choosing of the TBR games for the colour cats. The fan is blowing behind me because it can detect my incense, so I'm trying to protect the paper. So we're going to choose with the spinner app out of these to go into here for the colour cats, and I will log them in my bullet journal here. So without further ado, let's spin for the red cat. Red cat is monthly TBR pot. Spinning for the pink cat. Blue tool TBR gumball. Spinning for the blue cat. Pink small gumball machine. Spinning for the purple cat. Randomised TBR. Spinning for the yellow cat. Fairy loop, spin the TBR. Spinning for the green cat. Bookopoly. Spinning for the orange cat. Spin the TBR. Spinning for the black cat. Play your TBR right. Spinning for the grey cat. Tarot TBR. Spinning for the cream cat. Dice TBR. And then finally spinning for the rainbow cat. Wrapped book. There we go, we've got all of our books for the month, so these will be used next time, and then the ones that come out of this I will put separately so they don't repeat again. Time to play the TBR game. So I have a folder where you can look at the other games if you like to do so, but a very quick gist of it: I roll 2 dice, I work my way around the board, we've chosen the colour cat so they correspond to a TBR game. Whatever one I land on, I play the game, and then I choose the book from there. If I get a double, I add on a roll. I always start with a minimum of 5, and yeah, the doubles just add the rolls. I get a maximum of up to 12 on the TBR. If I land on a treat your shelf, it's simply treating my shelf or choosing a free choice. So let's hope this month's going to be kind for me. I haven't played for a few months, so yeah, we'll see. Anyway, roll number 1. A 4 and a 1, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yellow cat. Yellow cat is our first TBR game. Okay, Fairy Loot, spin the TBR. Let's see what book comes out. I've completely updated it with my most recent book unboxings as well. So yeah, here we go. Long Live Evil. That is the book that's come out. Okay guys, roll number 1 was a yellow cat, Fairy Loot, spin the TBR, and as you guys would have seen, the book that came out was Long Live Evil. This is by Sarah Rees Brennan. This was August last year, so it's pretty much been a whole year that I've had this and haven't read it. I don't remember like what this is about, but I know that it's an adult fantasy. So I'm just going to roll with it. hopefully I can get around to reading it. I'm obviously going to prioritise like YALC books because I want to be able to have read those books that I'm taking with me to YALC so that I can chat about them with the authors. So yeah, if I can get around to reading this, that would be great. Fingers crossed that I do. Rolling for number 2. 4 and a 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A red cat. A red cat is our second TBR game. Here we have the monthly TBR pot of prompts. So we are going to choose one. I hope it's going to be nice to me. I'm going to go with this one. It has been kind to me. We have got a free choice. Roll number 2 was the red cat, which was the monthly TBR pot of prompts, and as you guys would have seen, free choice. So it's amazing when it comes out because for things like this it's perfect. So the book that I've put for it is When We Were Monsters by Jennifer Niven. I've literally had this come the first week of September. I'm so excited to give this a read and to dive into it. Jennifer Niven is one of my all-time favourite authors and I can't wait, so I had to have this on the TBR for the month. Roll number 3. 6 and a 1, 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A green cat. Green cat is our third TBR game. Okay guys, so Bookopoly. We're here and we're gonna roll our giant dice, see where we land. It's on a 6. So we're gonna move 6 around the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A classic. Oh my god. I really do not need this month. I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna roll again. I know it's really bad, but I just can't be dealing with a classic. Oh, yeah, I really can't. So let's go again. Okay, we've got a 5. So let's move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Been on TBR a while. Now this one I can work with. I'm sorry, I have to just go with what I can slot in them up. So roll number 3 was the green cat, which was Bookopoly, and I wasn't happy with the first time of landing because it landed on a classic, which isn't going to help me this month at all, and to be honest it would definitely not be read. So I rolled again and landed on a much better prompt to use, which has been on TBR a while, and that worked out fine because there are some books that I have got on my YALC list that I've actually owned for a while. So the one that I've decided to go with is Breathless by Jennifer Niven, another Jennifer Niven book. I can't believe I haven't read this. I know that I say that she's my favourite author, but why have I just not got around to reading it? I think mostly it's just because All the Bright Places holds such a special part in my heart, and anything I'm scared to read to see if it's going to be just as good. No excuses really, but now I've managed to get it on the TBR and it does sound really good and I think I will enjoy it. I'm just holding back. So fingers crossed this ends up being another favourite read, especially of the year. That'd be really good. So yeah, I'm happy to have got this on the list. Roll number 4. 4 and a 3. 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A blue cat. Blue cat is our 4th TBR game. Pink small gumball. I don't know what's going to come out this one because there's books in this one that's been in here a while. Oh, I don't know what's going to come out. Okay, let's see with this one. I'm just going to find one that I can work with this month. So this one is Starters by Lissa Price. Oh my god, that's been on my TBR for so long. Do I go with that one, or shall I just keep going until I can find one that I can work with? Let's go again. Alright. This one is The Pledge by Kimberly Dirty. Oh my god, these literally have so many old books on the TBR. 3 hours later. So the video had corrupted for this, but I managed to find this book that I could use. Okay, roll number 4 was the Blue Cat, which is the pink small TBR gumball machine. Now this one is very difficult because it contains a lot of like old TBR books and possible rereads on there. So I had to like go through and just kind of like find one that I could use towards the TBR. Not me kind of like cheating per se, it's just that I don't want to go into the garage and dig around when it's already been week 1 of the month, especially if I'm not going to get around to reading it. So I just went with a book that I know I've got in my flat, and it is a reread. So that's Breathe by Sarah Crossan. I first read this the very beginning of my journey of BookTube, so a long time ago now. So yes, this has come out, and it'd be really interesting if I get around to it to see what my thoughts and feelings are on this. Could this be our 5th and final roll? No. 2 3s, it's a 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. A grey cat. Grey cat is our 5th TBR game. So Tarot TBR. Look at this beautiful, gorgeous box that I got. And inside I have my cat tarot cards right here. So I will shuffle these in front of you guys, and then I'll choose a card. I'll see if one like comes out at me as well. Sometimes a card likes to jump out, and I choose that as a kind of like fate. I don't know if I've used these card deck yet, actually. Alright, let's go with the top one. 4 of Pentacles. Look at the cute kitty with the 4 pentacles. So cute. So I have got here the 4 of Pentacles, and I've already translated all of these tarot cards. This one I've got read a book that you would gift to somebody, because it says about the way to access it was to open and be more generous. Give away some of what feels scarce in your life and see what happens. So it's giving away. So reading a book that you would give to somebody. Roll number 5 ended up being a grey cat, which is the Tarot TBR. Also was a double, so it wasn't going to be our final roll. And this one came out as read a book that you would gift somebody. So this is kind of hard in the sense, like I could go with it as in I could go with a reread of a book that I absolutely love and enjoy, or I could go with a book that I think I'm going to enjoy that I would love to gift to somebody else. So I've kind of gone with that one because there's a lot of books that are on my TBR that I would like to read, more so over like rereads. So this one is actually a new arrival. I would say arrival because I didn't technically purchase it, it came as the book box, but that is Catabasis by R.F. Kuang. This sounds so good. Like as soon as I was unboxing it and reading the synopsis, I was like, I really want to read this soon. So I've managed to find a way to get this on the TBR. I think I'm going to really enjoy this one. I really hope that I do. I've not read anything by this author, but I've heard their books are really good, especially like The Poppy War. And yeah, I'm just like, I'm going with this one. Because if I do end up enjoying it, I would definitely gift it to somebody else, and I'm seeing it everywhere at the minute, and I just want to be all part of that buzz. And yeah, I'm really hoping that I'm going to enjoy this one. Roll number 6. Will this be our last roll? It is. 5 and a 4, 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. What a way to finish on a treat your shelf. Our final roll on the board ended up with a treat your shelf, which is a great way to end the month's TBR. Fantastic. So with this one I have gone with The Wicked Lies of Habron Fair by Anna Fettini. I have just been constantly looking at this one ever since I've been receiving it in the post, and I've been seeing it all over my Instagram and social media, and I'm just like so I've managed to get it on the TBR. I'm really excited. The cover of this looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm really looking forward to reading this one, and I'm really hoping that I'm going to enjoy it. Alright, time to choose our TBR book from the Tombola. This is completely up to date with all the books that I have recently purchased, including like Fairy Illumicrate books, special editions, review books that are physical. These are all the physical books basically. So let's throw it around and see which one comes out. I really hope it's going to be a YALC book. Okay, let's go in. I'm just going to pour one out until I get a YALC one. Is that really bad? This one here. Let's go with this one. Perfect. A Treachery of Swans by A.B. Poranek. So, I always have the TBR Tombola choose every month, even if it doesn't come up on the actual TBR, because I like to have a bit of mystery. I try to choose a book that I did have on my YALC book, so I was kind of in a little way cheating with that one. It is what it is. I promise you, when it comes to after YALC, I will be reading books, like whatever comes up. I'm just, yeah, it's my TBR, so I can kind of like do what I want with it. I allow myself to cheat. It's very naughty. This is a naughty TBR. But the book that came out was A Treachery of Swans by A.B. Poranek, who literally just now has been announced that they are not going to make YALC. So I was thinking, do I have this on the TBR, or do I swap it for another YALC book, since I've just now found out they're not going to be at YALC now. So I do like the sound of it, so I'm going to keep it on the TBR, and if I find throughout the month that I'm not going to get around to reading it, I might swap it out for another YALC book if I'm leaning more towards like another YALC book. So yeah, it's very unfortunate to hear that news, but I really like the book all the same. But yeah, we'll see if I can get around to it or not. Fingers crossed. It's grab machine time, so we can grab our top 10 book. So I got my coin, I'm gonna put it in, and let's see. I've had enough of you. Alright, I've got 2, so let's see what 2 have come out. God Killer by Hannah Kana. What else have we got? Ooh, A Kind of Spark by Elle McNicol. Exciting. The grab machine this month was a bit of a bitch, but to be honest, I've not done my TBR for the past few months, so it's kind of fair. Now luckily, the last time I did the grab machine, I did read one of the books that came out, but I didn't with another one, so I am still kind of like over the book choices. But the book that's come out is A Kind of Spark by Elle McNicol. Now this one, it's a very short read. I have high hopes for this one actually. Elle's actually coming out with a new book as well. I think it's just been released, so I've added that to my TBR as well. But when I met Elle last year, she was so lovely, and yeah, such a beautiful, kind soul. I am so glad that this has ended up on the TBR. I'm hoping I can get around to reading it, and then I can watch the TV adaptation. That'd be really great. The other book that came out of the TBR grab machine was God Killer by Hannah Kana. Now I've heard really good things about this one, and this has been on my TBR a while. It's one of the kind of original Illumicrate books that I've got. So yeah, it's about time I give it a read, but I hear really good things about it, so if I can get around to reading it, hopefully it is one that I also enjoy. finally on this TBR, I'm going to talk about the book club reads. I've got two. So I've got the Reading by Candlelight online book club that I have alongside my good BookTube friends, which is Alicia and Sam. Their channels are linked down below, but they're lovely. I've known them for quite a while now, and yeah, they are just the most loveliest humans ever, and I love them to pieces. And we have decided to go along with Daisy Jones and The Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Now, if you have been following my channel, you would know that this is one of my all-time favourite books. I read this as an ARC when it first came out, and since then it's been maybe like 10 years since the release. Okay, it's not been 10 years, it's been 7 years, which is still a long time. I don't know why in my head I was thinking 2015, but it was 2018. So yeah, I physically read it the first time, but this time around I'm going to listen to the audiobook adaptation with all of the narrators. I have been meaning to listen to this since they released it, and now I finally have the excuse to listen to it, and I can listen to it on my commutes to and from work, which is fab. And I'm really looking forward to it because it's done like interviews, so it'll be great to listen to that. I'm very excited, and I look forward to seeing my thoughts on this. I loved the TV show as well. I was really obsessed with the TV show adaptation, and yeah, the feel that I got from this book when I first read it, I was so obsessed. Like, it left me with such an amazing feeling afterwards. So yeah, I'm very excited to have another read of this. Even if it's just listening to it, it still counts as reading, guys. It still counts. But I'm so excited. Oh, I get to listen to it. I get to read it. Yeah, I'm so excited. The other book club read is for chapter 25, which I've just started going to. I haven't been to a in-face book club since Waterstones in Southampton did the fantasy one, and I went to one of them, and to be honest, it wasn't so much a book discussion, it just ended up being a lot of people talking. So yeah, I don't know how this one's gonna be. I'm trialing it anyway. You're allowed to have, like, I think it's like the first 3 months, and then after that you can cancel. So I'm gonna trial it, and this month's book, I think it was like last month's book, but is going to be discussed in September this month. It's the second Thursday of the month, I believe, in the evening, and it literally is just up the road from me. It's just a few minutes drive, like 5-10 minute drive, so it's nice that it's quite nearby, so I can either get the bus to it or I can drive, whichever. So anyway, the book choice is Memphis by Tara M. Stringfellow. Now, I don't seem to recall this book. Like, maybe I might have seen it once somewhere, but like I've never seen anybody like talk about it. I've never really like heard about it, so it's not really the sort of book that I would pick up as well. However, I did start reading this last night, and I'm only like a few chapters in, and it's quite a short read actually. There's only like 200 and something pages. I think it's like 250 pages in this book. I'm just getting used to the writing style because it's not normally something that I would read, and not normally my sort of writing style. So sometimes I have to kind of like read paragraphs twice or read a page twice. I have to really focus, but I'm hoping that I'll soon start getting used to the writing of this one. But it's definitely very different. I feel like it's going to be very hard-hitting. It already feels like it's touching on a couple of tough situations that's happened, especially with like marriages breaking up and that, and like kids moving, and yeah, like, so I feel like it's going to be very emotional. It would be a really interesting book to discuss. So yeah, I'll have to see how this in-person chat goes, but yeah, that's what we're reading, and this is the second Thursday of this month that we're discussing it, so I've got to get this read by then, so that's why this is also on the TBR. So there's 11 books on this month's TBR, and yeah, like, I've got a mixture of books. Definitely got a fair few fantasies, a couple of contemporaries. I don't know what genre When Real Monsters is because I'm going into that blind. So it could be like a mystery, but it's the perfect time of the year to read that sort of stuff. But I'm excited. I've managed to get some YALC books on the TBR. I've got a reread of one of my favourite books there. I have got a couple of books that I've had on my TBR a while. I've got some new releases on there, so I'm happy with this TBR, and hopefully I can stick to it. Like I say, I'm a mood reader, so if I do end up like swapping books, it is what it is. As long as I'm reading and getting books read at the end of the day, I'm happy, and then I can film a wrap up for you guys of what I actually did manage to read. I try my best to stick to TBRs if I can, but you know, if I'm not feeling a book, I'm gonna swap it. Like, I'm not gonna, you know, I soft DNF and then I could go back to it, unless I've tried several times over a couple of years and I still just can't gel with the book, and then I just eventually have to just accept it that me and the book, we're just not meant to be. But yeah, so that's it for this TBR. I hope you guys have enjoyed the filming of this and the choosing of the books. Let me know if you've done a TBR. Let me know what you're currently reading, what you're reading this month, down in the comments below. I love to chat with you guys. If there's any of these books that are on my TBR that's also on your TBR, then feel free to let me know, and then we can read some books together. But other than that, guys, that is it from me. My social media links, as always, are linked down below in the description if you would like to follow me elsewhere, and please do give the video a like if you have enjoyed it. Smile and keep reading and be happy. My name is Katie, and I'll see all of you wonderful awesome people in my next video. Bye.